The 15th annual WWE Tribute to the Troops, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, Thursday, December 14th, on USA Network from Naval Base San Diego. And to talk some tribute to the troops is one of the top wrestlers going today, and a sports entertainer who also moonlights as a comedian. The pride of St. Edward High School and second son of Cleveland, WWE Superstar Dolph Ziggler. Thank you so much, Dolph.
I can't possibly live up to that intro. That was fantastic.
So, here's the thing. I'm going to go to Tribute to the Troops, and we're going to talk about that, but I got to address this first. Cleveland Cavaliers doing well. Cleveland Indians did well. Cleveland Browns, not so much. So I go to Twitter, and I notice that you're taking your angst out on somebody, super kicking somebody, because Cleveland can't get a win. We're in the holiday season. What are you doing to Santa, Dolph?
You know what? I asked Santa for 2 straight years for 1 win. And since last Christmas, that big San Diego win that the Browns got that I was there for, I believe Hugh Jackson has won in 28 in his last 29 games or whatever it is. It's pretty ridiculous. So Santa had to come, and he promised me a Super Bowl, and I don't know that I will even be able to watch a Super Bowl with the Browns at some point. But we love them. Cleveland loves them. We're always behind them, and it looks like we're working towards that perfect season. We might get that parade after all, like Cavs had. We'll see.
And just to make everything clear, it was an inflatable Santa.
Well, it could have been. I wasn't sure. It was a little groggy. It was after a match. I'm not sure if it was the real Santa that I kicked or a phony one, but we'll find out December 25th.
Yeah, right. All right, so Dolph, what does Tribute to the Troops mean to you?
It's a very special day, and not just for me, for all the superstars. We know that those brave men and women are putting their lives on the line every single day for us, and we love to give them, even if it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour, of just relax and just put on a special show for them and then let the world see, because they deserve it, man. They're doing the real hard work. We get some cool job that we do, and if we put a couple smiles on faces while we're doing it, it's that much more special when it's the troops.
How many Tribute to Troop shows have you been involved in over the years?
I think this might have been my 8th one. I've been, I was in developmental for a couple of years and back and forth, so I'm pretty sure it's 7th or 8th time, and each time it gets more special, or someone tells me, they saw me wrestle Kofi Kingston or Del Rio at a certain time in a certain city, and they'll bring up a match, and it's great to be able to bond over wrestling. Or I told the story before. Someone stopped me and goes, I was wearing my St. Ed's hoodie, and they go, oh, St. Ed's, is that Cleveland? I was like, yeah. That person, he had gone to St. Ignatius and graduated a little bit after me, and it was really funny just to see, there's Cleveland people all over the world. And of course, we instantly went to Browns. We both just shrugged our shoulders and said, yep. And it's just funny. You'll see anybody anywhere and just see some Cleveland people in those troops who have those special memories, and it makes it that much more fun for us.
Gee, and Dolph, also a lot of Cleveland and Ohioans in pro wrestling too. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Dolph, do you have any family and or friends that were or are in the military?
Yeah, my dad was in the Army.
Oh, gee. So Dolph, what was that like then? And did you have to travel around?
Oh, I know. I was lucky. It was a long time ago. I was just born, and he was getting out a little bit after, but it all worked out. But the troop show are special to us anyway, but just knowing that, anything for the troops is special to me just because of, things like that. Since he got back, I've always followed closely, and, any charitable donations I've always made is, to the troops, and whether it's the USO or the Wounded Warriors Project, and it's extra special for me, but like I said, all of us, we love doing this day. We look forward to it every year. It is an institution, and we look forward to putting on, the most patriotic show of the year.
Dolph, what did he serve in?
He's in the Army.
He was in the Army. Oh, did you ever, I know you were a very touted high school wrestler and a good athlete. Did you ever consider the military?
I actually very much did. Wow, no one's ever asked that before. That's really funny. I was actually looking to go to Ohio State or Kent State and join the ROTC program, and I was going to join possibly the Army, and I was looking into it, and then I was hoping that, they would eventually pay for law school afterwards, and they helped me pay for law school, and eventually I got talked out of it, and I was all my way through Kent State. I saw one of our ROTC kids was on the team with me, and he ended up going to Iraq to fight fires, and he really put his body on the line. It was a very proud moment for all of us.
Oh, that's really interesting, Dolph. I'm going to ask you about this year's Tribute to the Troops. What things did you get to do this year in San Diego, Naval Base San Diego?
It was pretty cool to walk around and talk to everybody, no matter who it was. But our group in particular, we got to go meet some Navy pilots and people who do rescue missions out in the water on helicopters, and everybody who puts that helicopter together, to the people who are sending them off, to the people who are doing the nuts and bolts, or even the ring inside that goes into the missiles. Like, it was an intense day, and we got to see every different category of everybody who's every piece of any of those rescue missions that they do, and it was a really cool day for us to learn some things, but also, like I said, just shake hands, high five, and just take a few minutes to thank them for what they do.
So the 15th annual WWE Tribute to the Troops, it'll be Thursday, December 14th, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central, USA Network. Dolph, where are you at in your career right now in sports entertainment and pro wrestling, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
That's a good question. I'm at a little bit of crossroads right now because I'm really thinking about what the next move is. I really love what I'm doing. I've been very fortunate injury-wise. I only missed a couple of weeks of work in 12 and a half years. So I've been very lucky. I feel great. I feel like $1 million because of WWE. It's opened a lot of doors for me. I got, I get to star in a movie that's on Netflix. I get to go on Fox Business and, make jokes about politics. I've done stand-up. I'm looking into a couple different things right now, and it'll be a decision time very shortly. And hopefully I can continue to do all of these things and just keep expanding. And I'm lucky. I can do this for 10 more years. I feel like $1 million.
And you're very good at what you do, Dolph. And I'm going to say that Tribute to the Troops Tribute to the Troops is coming up this week. I got to ask you about this because I know you've had so many matches. But I remember last year during the holidays, you guys were able to come down to Miami and do a Florida swing. And again, you guys are doing it this year. You're going to be hitting Tampa, Orlando, and Miami. The New Year is going to be in Miami, New Year's Day for Raw. And then SmackDown the next night, SmackDown Live in Orlando. You had a great series of matches with The Miz, even a steel cage match in Miami last holiday season. What's it been like working with him? And hey, that's another Cleveland guy.
Another Cleveland guy. He's actually from Parma. No big deal, but he's a Cleveland guy. I'll allow it. He's him and I have been, we're constantly competing for different places. We love going head to head and toe to toe in different things. And 5 years ago, Miz and I had matches for the Intercontinental title that no one gave a damn about. And the last year and a half, him and I had matches for the Intercontinental title, or my career, or steel cage matches, or ladder matches, all those different things. And it's a huge feather in his cap to go that Miz is one of my absolute favorite bad guys on the show because he loves to be hated. And that is very few and far between these days in our business, and he loves to be hated, and he does everything he can to be good at that, and I love beating the hell out of him, doing everything we can to make it seem like he's as good as I am in the ring. We have a great time beating each other up. In that holiday tour, we had a cage match, and it was some of the most fun I've had in 10 years, and we beat each other up. I was bloody a couple of the nights from running into the cage. We had such a great time. That is without a doubt one of my favorite holiday tours in a really, really long time. But when it's someone that's your friend, you get to beat him up a little bit harder, and it's going to be okay.
And you know what's interesting with Miz? He's doing so much away from the ring as well. Is that, and I know you do too. I mean, you mentioned acting some, and you also, I know I mentioned the comedy. How do you make time to do everything? And when projects come up, is it hard to say no?
It's a bummer because, with the schedule, you constantly have to say no. I have a very cool agent who works just based on when I get work. They'll be like, in 2 weeks, can I use it? And I go, nope. He goes, can you be in LA tomorrow? And I go, nope. But 9 times out of 10, I'm very busy with this schedule. That's why I've been thinking about maybe next year, maybe toning it down, taking a couple less matches and do a little bit more time out in LA, because I don't want days off. I don't want to sit at home. I want to constantly be working, but there's a couple opportunities I have because of WWE and because of social media, and I want to put them to use just to make myself